live with 30 days of tips to help entrepreneurs and small businesses get into working with corporate. And I'm on the go this morning. I'm actually on the way to a client, going to do a strategy session. So I thought, do you know what? It's a glorious sunny day in Milton Keynes, which gets a terrible reputation. It's actually a nice place to live. I lived here before and I loved it. So here is day 7. I just come up the hill from the underpass, so I'm a bit breathless. Here is my tip for day 7 if you want to work with corporates, and it's read the industry press. There are some magazines out there that not in a millennium would you buy for fun to read, you know, on your holidays or on a day off. I mean, I read some of them on holidays, but you know, no judgment there. But there are magazines that are basically industry press that are written specifically for the organisations that you want to work with. So I work with lots of rail companies, so I have subscriptions to Modern Railways, Rail and Rail Engineering. I get a few other bits and pieces. Not all of them cost money. Some of them will be like £30 for a year's subscription. But basically whatever industry you want to work with, they will have a magazine like that. Just Google it, look at places like Bauer Media who publish lots of these, or if you can't find one, drop me a message and I'll find out for you. I've got loads of them for the different people we work with. But basically what you want to do is at least get a few copies of these. If you only want to work with 1 or 2 industries, get a subscription and have the year's worth. But if you want to work with a few industries, just get a couple of them now and then, because it just really gives you a feel for what's going on. Like, you'll know if you're trying to find names of people to get in touch with, you'll find it, you'll get some of it on LinkedIn, but you'll find it quite tough. But if you start reading the industry press, you'll start to see people's names cropping up. You'll see who's left what country, what company to do what else. You start to pick up the language they use. Like, it's great for knowing what language people use. If I'm working with a new industry or a client that I don't really know an awful lot about their background, which usually happens either because I've sort of brought them into my pipeline or someone's recommended them, I'll go and find out what their industry press is. Even if you don't want to get the magazine, there's usually maybe a free newsletter or a monthly update. Sign up to all of that stuff, have it go into a research folder so it doesn't bombard your email, and just start to read through it, and you just start to get a bit of a feel for what's going on, who's who, what's current, what are their needs, because that's what you're looking for. What do they need? Because then you can figure out if you offer it and approach them. So that is my tip for day 7, industry press. Find out what it is, find out what it's called, find out how you can get your hands on it and read it. You don't have to read cover to cover. I'm not saying I read every single word of all of the industry press for everywhere I work with. I read the ones that matter, I flick through some of them and just get a bit of a feel for it. So that's what I'm recommending you do. So that's day 7. This is 30 days of tips for entrepreneurs and small businesses to get into working with corporates. I hope you're going to join me for the next 23 days. That's 23 more tips, and it's about going international. I'm down in Milton Keynes today. I'll be London tomorrow and Wednesday, and then I'll be heading to Australia. So instead of Milton Keynes, the background will be Melbourne, where I've never been before. If you want more tips and help getting into working with corporates, and you're a small business or an entrepreneur, remember you can join my free group where I go live every week with tips and information, and sometimes links to opportunities that come up as well. The link's in my bio. I'll see you there, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 8. Bye.